EDCAC was founded by Ikema Smith, a Fortune 100 finance professional who transitioned into the world of events and entrepreneurship. While building her own business, she noticed a pattern. Creatives were rich in talent, but lacked the business structure to scale. Many even closed their doors, not from lack of passion, but from lack of business acumen. That's when EDCAC was born. We exist to bridge the gap between creativity and business acumen. Through one-on-one coaching and consulting, on-demand training, and networking events, we help event professionals build profitable, scalable businesses without losing their creative spark. This module is designed to help aspiring event professionals reflect on their motivations, strengths, and long-term goals to determine if the event industry is the right fit for them and what role they are best suited for. As you begin exploring business ownership in the event industry, it's essential to start by understanding your why. What motivates your journey? Perhaps you have a history of planning events for friends and family, or you have a skill set or talent related to events. Or maybe you're simply looking to earn extra income. Clarifying your purpose helps you align your motivations with the skills required in the event industry. This understanding sets the stage for a positive start to your journey of entrepreneurship. On the next page, take a moment to highlight your motivation for starting your event business. This will be helpful when building a brand story. Once you've clarified your why, the next step is to determine the level of business you want to build. This decision will shape your role, your responsibilities, and the kind of investment, both time and money, you're willing to make. We'll go through three common stages of business development in the event industry: side hustle, business ownership, and full time enterprise CEO. Let's start with the side hustle. This model is perfect if you're looking to take on a few projects when you have time. Maybe you're doing it for extra income or to explore your interest in events. There's no pressure to grow or scale, and you're not looking to make a major financial investment or take on significant risk. It's flexible and low commitment. With this model, you understand the clients you attract may be minimal and you may receive low returns. Next is the business owner model. This is for those who have developed a specific skill or innovation in the event space and want to turn it into a consistent income stream. You're ready to bring on a small team to help execute your vision and are open to making modest investments in your business. This model requires more structure and planning than a side hustle, but still allows for manageable growth. You're likely to receive moderate returns. However, once again, the type of events you're able to execute may be moderate. Finally, we have the full time enterprise CEO model. This is for entrepreneurs who are focused on building a scalable multi entity business. Your role shifts to long term strategy, developing partnerships, and exploring new markets, services, and products. You're hiring subject matter experts to lead different areas of the business, and you have the financial capacity or access to funding to make significant investments in marketing, technology, staffing, and even real estate. This is about building a legacy and a brand that can grow well beyond you. There are numerous roles within the event industry. It's essential to identify which role suits you best. While clients think of these roles as one and the same, not all roles are created equal. Likewise, the skill set required for each position is not a one size fits all solution. Now that we've discussed the type of event roles, let's next discuss the type of events that you may host as an event business. Remember, Not all events are created equal. And if you're stepping into the world of event planning, one of the smartest moves you can make is figuring out which type of events actually align with your skills, interests, and business goals. Even if you are sure what area of events you like to focus on, it's critical that you assess the competencies and skills required to be successful in that role. For example, if you enjoy managing projects, establishing timelines, and working with cross functional partners, maybe an event planner or coordination services role is best for your business. On the contrary, if you're more introverted in nature and simply want to focus on your product or service and supplying that with minimal interaction, focusing on rentals may be best for you. Remember, no matter the strength, customer service is always the key for a successful event biz. Let's start with small scale events. These are your birthday parties, graduation celebrations, baby and bridal showers. The kind of events that are personal, intimate, and sometimes casual, but not in today's standards. They are great because you can do multiple of these events in a month, maybe even in a weekend. The budgets are average to high, and the time to execute are typically reasonable depending on the scale. If you're someone who loves quick turnarounds, adding those personal touches and working directly with the clients on something cute and memorable, this might be your lane. Now, let's talk weddings. These are the championship of events. Weddings are emotional, detailed, and clients are deeply invested. Often, the bride and parents have been dreaming about this special day for years, and they expect you to deliver and execute the event flawlessly. Budgets are usually bigger, however, may not always match the client's vision. With weddings, changes are frequent, emotions will run high, and you'll spend a lot of time on a single event. You'll need to be flexible, patient, and ready to communicate clearly. And most important, you'll need to be able to influence decisions to meet deadlines. But if you love storytelling and unforgettable experiences, weddings may be your calling. If weddings are the championship of events, then corporate and nonprofit events are the Super Bowl. They are your conferences, galas, fundraisers, and brand activations. They are large scale, have high budgets, and come with a whole different set of expectations. Clients here want professionalism from everyone on your team, including the suppliers and vendors that you work with. They want leadership, and they want someone who can manage vendors, timelines, logistics like a boss. Additionally, if you're working with nonprofits, you'll often be dealing with fundraiser components as well. This lane requires a legit business setup. Operating as a side hustle will not work with this model. You'll need to ensure that you're compliant and you have the proper licenses, invoicing systems, and contracts, the whole nine. You'll also need to understand payment terms like net 30 and net 45, because unlike personal events, corporate and nonprofit events usually pay you after the event has taken place. Lastly, vendors are highly vetted to maintain the integrity of the corporation and organization. So relationships and your business brand matters with this model. Now, let's take a moment to truly reflect on the commitment of building a successful event business. It's important to ask yourself some foundational questions, not surface level, but the questions that will help you build a business that aligns with your life, your goals, and your capacity. Let's start with the financial side. How are you planning to fund your business? Are you using personal savings? Maybe you've set aside a small investment to get started. Or perhaps you're exploring grants or considering a loan. Whatever your approach, it's important to be clear and realistic about your financial starting point. For example, grants are typically offered to existing businesses and requires a great level of communications, storytelling, and it's very hard to get. So that may not be an ideal solution. Likewise, loans require a strong financial profile, high credit score, and some type of capital or assets to back that up. Whatever your approach, it's important to be clear and realistic about your financial starting point. You don't need a huge budget to begin, but you do need a plan. Understanding what you're working with helps you make smarter decisions and avoid unnecessary stress down the line. Now, let's talk about time. What does your schedule actually look like? Are you building this business full time, or is it something you're growing alongside a job or other responsibilities? The event industry demands more than just showing up on the event day. There's planning, client communications, marketing, and logistics. So take a good look at your calendar. Can you consistently carve out time to work on your business, not just in it? If your time is limited, that's okay. It just means you'll need to be more intentional about how you use it. And finally, let's talk about personal capacity. This isn't just about your personal energy, it's about your overall bandwidth. Do you have the emotional and mental space to take on something new? Are there family commitments, caregiver responsibilities, or other factors that might affect how much you can give to your business right now? Again, this isn't about discouragement, it's about clarity and reality. When you understand your capacity, you are able to build a business that supports your life and not one that competes with it. So take a moment, be honest with yourself. These questions aren't meant to overwhelm you, they're here to guide you. Because when you're clear on your finances, your time, and your personal capacity, you're not just dreaming about a business. You're designing one that's sustainable, intentional, and built to last. Thank you for joining us. If you're ready for the next step, I want to personally invite you to our next course in this series, Starting Off Strong, a roadmap to building your event business. This is not your average course. It's an interactive, hands-on course designed to walk you through the actual process of launching your event business, step by step. Here's what you can expect: a detailed overview of what it really takes to start an event business, from branding to business structure to systems and client experiences. We'll provide you with templates, timelines, and guides to help you get your business off the ground. Whether you're just starting out or finally ready to take your business seriously, this course is built to meet you where you are and help you move forward with clarity and confidence.